What if you knew exactly how the world was going to end, thousands of years after you were dead, and there was nothing you could do to stop it? I stared at the glowing display of the deep temporal resonance array. The echo. My stomach twisted tighter with every passing second. The machine didn't lie. It never had. Not in 400 years. The lab around me hummed softly in the darkness, buried deep beneath the Royal Academy of Ancient Artificery. Once, long ago, this same campus had been called Duke University, back when science still mattered, when brilliant minds filled these halls instead of dust and ghosts. Now the only light came from the cold blue glow of the echo screen and a few flickering emergency strips along the ceiling. The air smelled of ozone, old metal, and forgotten knowledge. I'm an ancient artificer, which is just a polite way of saying obsolete. In the year 2856, magic powers everything. It lights cities, heals disease, grows food in barren soil, and hurls starships across the void. Scientists and engineers like me are relics, curiosities at best, jokes at worst. Most people think we disappeared centuries ago, but the echo was older than magic itself, and a few weeks ago, out of equal parts boredom and desperation, I made the mistake of feeding low-level magic directly into its sensors. What it showed me changed everything. Magic wasn't a gift from the gods. It wasn't divine. It wasn't even truly part of our universe. It was a wave. A massive, repeating tide rolling across realities themselves, rising, peaking, then inevitably falling. And according to the echo, this wasn't the first time it had happened, not even close. I pulled up deeper scans, pushing farther back through human history than anyone had ever looked before. The patterns were unmistakable, repeating. Again and again, magic flooded into the world. Civilization transformed almost overnight, abandoning old technology for the ease and power of spells. Humanity flourished, then grew dependent. And every single time the wave receded, everything built on magic collapsed with it. Not gradually, completely. The echo uncovered evidence of industrial eras older than recorded history. Electrical grids buried beneath prehistoric rock, synthetic alloys hidden under ancient seabeds, faint radiation scars from wars and reactors no living historian knew had ever existed. Entire civilizations, advanced, powerful, utterly forgotten, wiped clean each time the tide pulled back. Every cycle ended the same way. Magic vanished. Humanity collapsed back into the Stone Age. Then slowly, painfully, civilization rebuilt itself, until the wave returned and the cycle began again. My breathing had gone shallow by the time I reached the final projections. The current wave still had thousands of years left before its long decline truly began. Thousands of years of prosperity built on a foundation of sand. But when the tide finally receded, spell-powered cities would go dark. Orbital gates would fall burning from the sky. Healing magic would fail mid-incantation. The systems feeding 9 billion people would fail almost overnight. And because humanity had abandoned real science centuries ago, almost nobody alive would know how to rebuild. The knowledge would be gone. The experts would be gone. Even the idea of technology without magic would sound like myth. I leaned back slowly in the creaking chair, the weight of the discovery pressing against my chest. Cold dread crawled down my spine as I stared at the impossible patterns glowing across the screen. Humanity believed magic had saved us. The echo proved the truth. Magic wasn't civilization's salvation. It was the reset button.